What's going on? Good to see y'all. I wanted to come on. I'm gonna give it a title later, but I wanted to come on and share things, especially when it comes to things with the prophetic and prophesying and the I seen and what God said and all this. Let me just talk about this for a minute. Just because somebody prophesied, that does not make them a prophet. Okay, we already know that. There's some that God has called. There's some God has called in that realm. You know that there's a few different realms to the prophetic. You know, you got the office of the prophet. You know what I mean? You got those that prophesy according to the speak. You got the gift of prophecy. You got the office of the prophet, the gift of prophecy, and the spirit of prophecy. Okay? So just say like spirit of prophecy comes through like worship. When we're worshiping and we're, giving God glory. Like the gift of prophecy can be passed down through family, through generations, through bloodline. And so that's what when it comes to the prophetic, those are the realms of it. Do you understand? And a lot of times when God is showing you stuff, okay, we declare it, we know that, but what's very dangerous is, and I'm not gonna make this real deep. Good to see you as well, Sister Creature. What's very dangerous is to be prophesying and saying God said when God ain't spoke to you. Because what you're doing is you sending the people into a false realm. You sending the people into delusions. And don't you know that words can stick? How many of us, we waiting on a word to come to pass that they prophesied to us and it was never real. So, we got to get to a place. This is why I say, beloved, get to a place that you're really hearing from God. Get to a place that you really, able to have eyes to see, ears to hear. Many you know what I mean? I'm not too much caught on a title. Fact about it, I'm in the process of just like, not even letting it be known because God dealt with me with certain things about that as far as titles. You know what I mean? I don't mind being called Brother Travis Miller. I don't mind that. You know what I mean? I don't mind being called prophet. But at the same time, I know who I am in God. I don't have to go by a title. I don't have to have nobody to know who I am, that I'm called. And first off, I honestly don't feel like I have anything to prove. Only thing I have to prove is to God. You know what I mean? I don't have to prove to nobody that I'm called or prove to somebody that I can prophesy. And that also comes with maturity spiritually. You know what I mean? I'm talking about it was to the place there was so much, and there could be pride. I'm going to show you what pride can do. Pride to have you prophesied, and when it come to pass, you so quick to say, oh, I seen that. Oh, God showed me that. I called that. Just be quiet. Because when folks see it, they're going to know you're a true prophet. They're going to know you're a prophetess. They're going to know you're called by God. They're going to know you. They're going to know for sure that God is with you just by your works. Not just by what you say, but by your works. Do you understand? Beloved, don't prophesy to be seen. Prophesy when God speaks to you. Get in that room with God. If you want to hear God, spend time with God. It's just that simple. And I'm talking about this, nights, man, I've been here lately. When I work, I get tired. I fall asleep sometimes I fall asleep in prayer. Sometimes I fall asleep without praying. And believe it or not, and this is not just to say, do this, but believe it or not, God will still speak because, I'm still connected in that realm. You see what I mean? Even if I fall asleep, but that ain't for everybody because he don't deal with everybody the same. There's prophets, he gonna speak to you if you ain't in fellowship a lot of times. He does that because God trying to get your attention, especially when God wants something that he know needs to come out or he know that you need. God gonna prophesy. But that life comes with prayer, sanctification, spending time with God. Many of y'all don't understand this. When you fast and you consecrate, do you know what a consecration is? A consecration is really nothing but just keeping your eyes stayed on Jesus. It ain't on nothing else. It ain't on food. It's not on the television. It's not on a consecration. It's just keeping your eyes on him. A consecration is just seeking him, praying, getting in that place. You ain't worried about nothing else. You just got your eyes on Jesus. That's a consecration. It's not like getting done with prayer and then going to watch TV and going to eat. No, your mind is, you stayed up on it. You stayed up on it. You seeking Him. Don't you know they sought God for days, just seeking God in the Bible days. They sought God, just crying out to God. Do you remember those shut-ins where they would seek God for hours and hours? See, they were consecrating. So you have to understand, beloved, that's how you get into a realm with God. And like I say, beloved, I just want to come share this about the prophetic. I'm gonna label this later on. I wasn't gonna get too deep in it, but I feel like it's definitely needed. Because as somebody who has known a lot about the prophetic, somebody who walks in the office, I definitely learned how when God speaks in different ways and when to release a word, how to release it. God has to teach you. I did some teachings a while back. Remember, I don't know if many of you knew. Some of you probably was a part of those classes. I think, like, let me see who's on, because y'all ain't saying nothing. I don't know what y'all. I think it was like a few of y'all, like Crystal. I don't know if Creisha, I don't know if you were really there, but I remember being able to do a teaching. I was doing some teachings a while back then about the prophetic, and I discussed the 3 realms of prophetic. It was really good. The teaching was like 3 days. So if you're on my Facebook page, I may go and share it. I may go share those just so you can see it throughout the next couple of days. Or you can also go on Periscope and find them in there, okay? Well, listen, love you. I'll probably see you next week. I'm not going to make no promises because, like I say, my schedules are crazy with rideshare, so I don't never know when I'm going to have time to even come on and talk because I be so busy. I'm headed now, to do a pickup, but I'm trying to get to a place where I can teach at least once a week at least, but I believe there's an ordained time. God's going to do it. I believe that. You know what I mean? And y'all know I do Uber Chronicles. So I stay encouraging people in the Lord, stuff like that. So we're going to get back to a place. God bless you all. Love you so much. And you'll see me soon. Love you.